Downtown Music Festival is going to take over Augusta Common April the 21st through the 24th. And in fact, on April the 23rd, it'll be Charlotte Summers Kids Music Fest. And one of the stars of the show, we have Edwrds with us. Edwrds, have you been to Augusta before?
I have never been to Augusta. Back when I was like 16, I did a little tour to like South by Southwest. And on the way back, we stopped in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And I was just like in love with the city, even though we were only there for like 2 hours. But like it was a great time. So I'm really excited to finally have a show in Augusta.
It's going to be awesome.
Get out to Georgia.
So that's Kids Fest. By the way, Downtown Music Festival, you're going to be here on Saturday, April the 23rd. This is an awesome lineup. So did you look at everybody else who's going to be performing that day? So this is cool. This is going to be good.
Yeah, no, it's going to be a fantastic event. Something that I'm excited for really is there's a wide variety of artistry. Yeah. And I think that's an important thing nowadays because, you know, it's important to bring everyone together under like one roof. Yeah. You know, I feel like we're all really the same, you know, it's all about love at the end of the day. So bringing all these different, you know, artists and different groups of people, I'm really excited.
Cool. I saw a comment of yours on social media where you were talking about you don't like comparisons, which is cool because you keep talking about all these different performers and those who have inspired you, but being compared to somebody you said kind of kills creativity.
It does. You know, something that I love, there's a quote by Pharrell, and I know I'm not quoting it exactly, but, you know, he says, you can never become content with what you have. There's always more to prove. No matter how much success you get, no matter, you know, you always want to be outperforming, outwriting, out producing yourself. And, you know, it's my wide variety of love from artists like Mac Miller all the way to pop artists like Jeremy Zucker or Eden that like, it has allowed me over the years to create and define my own sound and my own vessel to, you know, get my message across.
Yeah, and it always evolves, right? Like it's that's the nice thing about it. That's the beauty about it. Yeah. So out on the road, how is that for you? Like, what? Give me a pro and a con to being out on the road.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I'll start with con first. I feel like that's an easy one. Of course, you know, there's obviously a lot of my loved ones back home that I don't get to see a lot. I'm at an age where a lot of my friends go to college. So it's often when they're back for a break, I'm gone.
Oh, that sucks.
You know?
That sucks.
So that's something that's painful. Like one of my best friends, Myson, like haven't seen him in probably over like 6 months. And it's crazy. Yeah. You know, that's something that you don't think about. You know, back in high school, like this was something I always wanted. I'm like, when I get out, I want to travel. I want to go do this. And then I started traveling and I realized there was that little sacrifice. Yeah. But as for pros, I mean, the fact that I get to see the world, I have grown so much as a person and I've matured so much by being able to see the world. You know, I'm very grateful that my family from a young age allowed me to travel and vacation and take me to see, you know, other parts of the world. And it's important. You know, I feel like often it's easy to get locked where you are and feel like that's all there is. I used to suffer greatly from depression, thinking like there was nothing past New York. And then once I started traveling and seeing the world and performing, OMG, man.
So you talk about suffering from depression. Is that where all this deep writing comes from? Because this is some really deep stuff, especially Numb. Holy cow. That's really good stuff.
Thank you. So I'm someone who's, you know, suffered from mental health issues, from anxiety, depression, a little bit of anger issues growing up. And it was just something that happened from being kind of outcasted. And that was just, you know, that's high school. A lot of people don't really get what being different is. So, you know, a lot of my thoughts, rather than outward to the world, became inward. And I had to write. And, you know, the only way I could express my thoughts and heal was to get my overthinking, all the clutter onto paper. And then I'd be able to read these songs after and be like, wow, that's how I feel. Like, that's really how I feel.
There it is. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. And it's, you know, I'm very grateful for it because I'm so passionate about like showing my wide variety of emotions to everybody. Cause I want to inspire others to like embrace that sadness, embrace that happiness, the anger, all of it, because that contrast is going to make it all worth it in the end.
Yeah. Like, it didn't take long doing a deep dive on you to see how much love you have for everybody, which really comes through too. So that's awesome. I love the positivity. That's really cool.
I appreciate it.
By the way, we're talking to Edwrds, who's going to be here in Augusta again, April the 23rd, Kids Fest, Downtown Music Festival. Tickets are still on sale. I'll get you that information in just a few minutes. Is it tough when you're out on the road? Is it tough, like trying to find time to write?
No, honestly, if anything, it inspires it more. From just, walking onto a beach in a different state, or, seeing, a instance in a store and seeing how people react. Like, I find so much inspiration from life around me. And, as much as I write about myself, sometimes, I want to write about the person I saw hurting out in public.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to say, keep going.
Yeah.
It's always different.
Do you do like old school with like a pad of paper always with you, or is it your phone, or how do you?
It's always different. So like this is like my trusty book right here.
It is. Yeah. See, I'm telling you, every good songwriter has one. I'm telling you, that's awesome.
Yeah. And it's important because even if you're not writing lyrics, like this is a big tip for anybody doing artist stuff. Like, you want to manifest your ideas. Like it's really true that if you believe it, you could see it happen. And putting these thoughts in, and like the last music video I shot, me and my buddy wrote so many different scenes and ideas and storylines.
Yeah.
And when we shot the video, we had so many options that this idea that we had made over FaceTime became this huge cinematic masterpiece. And you're just like, wow, you can really believe it and see it.
Yeah. Was that the video that you shot in the Gulch? Did you shoot a video in Nashville?
So no, we shot a video, the Numb video, that was actually out in Catalina Island.
Okay.
So it's off the coast of California.
Okay.
So we took a trip out there, ventured to the side of the island where that was a complete ghost town. Like, the only people that really showed up there were campers.
Okay.
But we had rented this Airbnb, and it was just really funny. Like, only one restaurant in town, one shop that you can go to. So like, we're like trying to make sure we're on their timing, but like we're trying to take advantage of the island.
Oh, that's awesome.
So that was like a really good one. But the video I'm talking about that we just had made, it's for a new single coming out called You Know. And I'm so excited for people to see that, because each video continues to get better and better, and feel like I'm actually, conveying something that really feels polished and clean to compete in the industry.
I don't know how it gets better and better. I was blown away from the first one I saw, man. It's top-notch quality. It's really good.
Really means the word.
Collaborations? Anything you plan on working with anybody else in the near future?
Yeah. Well, of course, I have a lot of artist homies. Two artists that I've been working really close with is one artist named Young Zay. That's my boy from Chicago. He's fantastic. We did a little show out in Chicago back in November, and it was just fantastic. And then another artist I work with, his name's Michael Lamondo, fantastic pop artist. And we've just been making so many feel good, put your hand out the window and drive in the summer vibes. So it's just like, it's fantastic. And I have a lot of hope to work with, some artists bigger than me. For me, it's not really about like your audience. It's about who you are as a person. It's about who you are as like an artist. And I just want to make good music with good people.
What's crazy is it seems like you definitely have a good sense of who you are at a really young age, and that's got to feel good.
It really feels good. I feel like people who are creative have a really good chance to, kind of understand themselves and kind of know what's going on. And we need to promote that more. A lot of people they think we could just put it on autopilot and like mask these things, but it's hard to, we wear our heart on our sleeves, whether we like it or not. And as a human, embrace that, I want everybody to, feel happy for themselves and not put, other people's ideas and notions on them into, their decision-making skills. Yeah. Don't let anybody judge which way you going. It's up to you.
I love it, man. You talk about the college friends who you don't get to see very often, or the family. I can't imagine that they could be any more proud of what you're doing right now. So congratulations on that. Tell everybody to join us on Saturday, April the 23rd at Kid Fest. This is going to be awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be great. April 23rd, hour-long set. Yeah. And it's going to be old and new music, so it's cool. Fantastic. And I love how it's going to be live streamed too. Yeah. That's an important thing, because even like my family who lives in Florida or like, different places, they can watch.
There's no excuse to miss it, right?
There's no excuse to miss it. And there's going to be some amazing acts, amazing talent. It's like, why why miss it?
Yeah.
It's a day to party.
There it is. Sure. Downtown Music Fest, by the way, .com, downtownmusicfest.com to grab the tickets to check out Edwrds Saturday, April the 23rd. Congratulations on all this success, man. Can't wait to watch your career just blossom.
It means the world.